I just also echo President Wilson's welcome for everybody here. As I look around this room, it's so nice to see all these bright people gathered at the table, but also our representatives from Senator Peters, Senator Stabeno's office, state representatives, private companies, different types of partners, because if we're going to do anything in this space, it takes all of these people participating together. I'd like to comment on a couple of things. I've been here about 5 years now, and one of the things that struck me about the URC and really culminated with this tour and this conversation today, I can't think of anywhere else in the country where you see this type of conversation of engaged people from the university, community, tackling broad issues of substance to the entire state. I mean, you just don't see that. I was trying to think about that. And I think it's a big deal. And as I think about that, and we've had some conversations on the URC, I meet with, of course, Britt and my peers at Michigan State and University of Michigan on a regular basis. But some of the things that we're doing here, I think would have relevance on a national scale. Because not just, Michigan's not alone in addressing these challenges, but I think we stand out in the teams the people we've assembled and the way we're approaching it. And so I would think that some of these things that we're talking about here in terms of infrastructure would have relevance across the country. For example, we seeded some funding around water infrastructure that involved Peter and Carol and Joan from Michigan State University, and really seeded that with the goal of providing a platform for addressing infrastructure on a national scale. But you can even build, it's not really national, it's global. So many of the things that we're learning here is a local, global interchange of information and how you can integrate that. So I think this body is really well positioned to do that. Not only do you have people from the universities and government organizations, but foundations like the Herb Family Foundation, which also plays an important role. And then the third point I wanted to make is that as I've looked at this, we have, and the panel touched a little bit about this, but maybe it's worth talking a little bit more. We're talking about these infrastructure elements in different buckets. We have over here roads, we have over here broadband, we have over here infrastructure, we have here water. But in reality, what we really need is a healthy community. And what we're missing, I think, is sort of, what about social infrastructure? Social may not be the right word, but this umbrella of a healthy community that integrate, what do we have to do to integrate all of these different buckets of infrastructure to generate a healthy community where people feel empowered and liberated to do everything that they can do? Nowhere is probably that more evident than here in the city of Detroit, where all of these different infrastructure buckets come together. And then that challenge, I think, is also further amplified by many years of accumulated allostatic load, stress on the system, the built environment that plays out in different ways. So I think as we go forward, it'd be interesting to kind of think about how Britt and all our colleagues here can further nurture this model so it has national impact. And then two, how we can think about anchoring or integrating these different buckets of infrastructure around community empowerment. So that's sort of the things that bubbled up in my mind.